The Ravens picked a bad day to once again beat themselves. It's kind of like the story of the season, what happened to them all season long when they did lose games. An argument could be made that this team could have gone undefeated in the regular season. There's an argument that it's just they shouldn't have lost. But in the games that they did lose, they are the ones that you can directly look at where it's like they beat themselves. Turnovers, miscues, stuff done by the offense where it's like, what are you doing? Zay Flowers, he's going to be a great player for the Ravens. I think he's going to be the first Pro Bowl receiver that the Ravens have actually drafted in the organization's history. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He picked a bad day to make rookie mistakes. First, it was the taunting call after the big play. Uh, he ended up making up for it, but then the fumble and the touchdown. He's going to learn. I mean, you're going to learn in the postseason. Like when you get in that situation, you got to hold on to it and take the hit. And call it what you want. Lamar screwed up. He didn't get it done in the big moment. Now he's got a 2-4 playoff record. He's not, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. But I thought that the Ravens offense really abandoned like who they were all season long. They quickly turned into a pass heavy offense. Like they stopped mixing it up with runs. Gus Edwards carried the ball like 3 times the entire game, and Justice Hill outsnapped them. We didn't see Dalvin Cook at all. So right there, it's like the Chiefs score one touchdown, and you just immediately just like get out of what you do all season long. You turn into a pass heavy offense. You don't give the ball to Dalvin Cook. You don't let Gus Edwards run up the middle. Why? What was the point of signing Dalvin Cook if you weren't going to use him? Why, after one touchdown, are you going to just go away completely from who you are as an offense? What's got you success all season long? Defense in the first half let the one guy that you can't let go off, and that was Travis Kelce. And I found myself sitting here like a bunch of times, like, yo, who do you think Patrick Mahomes is throwing the ball to in certain situations where you got to get a first down? Who do you think he's going to? Everybody that's watching probably knows that he's probably going to 87. And Travis Kelce finished with 11 targets, 11 receptions, and over 100 yards and a touchdown. And I said this going in, like, that's the one guy that you can't have go off. That's the one guy that you can't have become a factor to how you lose this game. You want to put it in the hands of the wide receivers. They didn't do that. I thought that playing zone in the first half was a bad look because Travis Kelce is going to sit in there and he was wide open every time. It seemed like most of the time he was wide open when he got his catches. Oh, I'm going to have to sit back and just kind of deal with the media, sports media, ESPN, just trashing Lamar Jackson about you can't get it done. You're not a good quarterback. You can't be Patrick Mahomes. You'll never win a championship with him. That's basically what we're going to be hearing for the next 3 weeks to maybe the rest of the summertime until the next NFL season happens. Then the narrative gets spun again about Lamar's style of play. Was he overpaid? Or the Ravens getting the money's worth? All that stuff. Just telling you from a Ravens fan perspective, Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback, man. The Ravens are very lucky to have him. He's shown more. He's more than shown that he's worth the money. And for people that just won't believe it, that's really on you. I mean, honestly, it's at the point where it's like you get tired of like trying to convince people what's right in front of their eyes. Yeah, he lost this game. He did not play well. He threw a bad interception and he didn't beat Patrick Mahomes. You can't put this on the refs. Like I'm not even going to blame the referees at all. Like this is a game that you got to take for yourself. You can't put the game in the refs. That's with any sport. You got to take the game and put it in your own hands, not put it in the refs' hands. Ravens didn't do that. They were looking for calls. They didn't get them. And that was a bad interception thrown by Lamar. I understand you're trying to like make up for Zay's fumble in the end zone, but you got to take the check down at times. You can't get it all back at once. I understand that time's kind of trickling down. You want to make a play. You want to try to keep up with Mahomes, but you got to make the smart plays and take the check down to keep the drive going. To get Lamar Jackson did what he could given this is a pretty good game plan by the Chiefs defense. Again, you got to give credit where credit is due. They played a great game on both sides of the ball. And just the interception trying to throw to Isaiah Likely, he had three guys on him.